Beyonce is going on tour. I don't care what I have to do. I will be in the building. She's so persuasive, that marijuana. She's so flirtatious. How does it feel to be? Good morning, you guys. Happy Saturday. Ooh, excuse me. Welcome or welcome back to a new vlog. If you're new here, my name is Nyla. I make lifestyle content. I like to sprinkle some beauty in there. Lifestyle, beauty vibes, all things Nye. If you're not already part of the family, come join the family. You're gonna love it here because everybody loves it here. And that's on period. So, welcome or welcome back to a new vlog. Excuse my skin. She is like going through something right now. Definitely not as bad as it could be because my skin used to be bad when I was getting hormonal breakouts from being on Nexplanon. So, it could be worse. Glad that it's not. But I think my skin is finally like starting to start to regulate since being off birth control. And so she's been having a few breakouts. She was clearing up, and then yesterday, instead of washing my face, which I've done this before, I use micellar water. And when you use micellar water, you technically don't have to rinse it off after you use it. But I use that to clean my face instead of using my actual cleanser because I was a little lazy. And so yeah, and then I woke up this morning and my forehead was itching, and I looked at it and I was like, fuck. And so I think I'm having an allergic reaction a little bit, or my skin is just sensitive, I guess, right now to the micellar water. I don't know. I have been using it for years. I don't know what the problem is. So I'm just going to stick to my little gentle cleanser from Crave Beauty and the rest of my routine, so it can kind of go back to what it was doing yesterday before this happened, because yesterday was an improvement from what my skin's been doing, and now we're back here and it's irritated. So yeah. Anyways, I just want to come on camera to start the vlog. Also, I meant to talk to y'all the other day because I went to the dermatologist for the first time, and for the past few years I've been saying I need to go to the dermatologist for two reasons. So I've been wanting to go to a dermatologist, one, because since I moved to like the South, I never like experienced this when I lived in New York. And so I don't know if it was the water that caused it to happen or if I was just gonna develop it anyways. But I would get what I call dry scalp. All right, sorry, I had to go do something. But I was telling y'all that I have what I call like dry scalp. I've used anti-dandruff shampoo before. That doesn't work. And so I was doing like research a while back, and I was like, I think I have seborrheic dermatitis, which people believe is like an overgrowth of like yeast on your scalp. Yeast is a fungus on your scalp. Now, when I use like detoxifying and clarifying shampoos, they do help, but I still experience it. And then now with like working out again, it makes it worse because I feel like I be having like, it recurs faster because of like the sweat. And so I just wanted to go to a dermatologist to confirm what I believe is on my scalp, and I was correct. And so a lot of people have seborrheic dermatitis. She prescribed me a shampoo. So my dad went grocery shopping, and then he's gonna go to CVS because he knows I had a prescription. So he went to go pick that up for me. So we're gonna use it today because I have to wash my hair. It is wash day. It's been 2 weeks. It's time to wash my hair. She's dirty. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do mini twists just because I don't feel like straightening and blow drying my hair today. I'm just like not in the mood to do it, and I'm getting my hair done in another 2 weeks anyways to get it like trimmed and stuff, and so it's gonna be straight then. So we'll see. If I don't do mini twists, I might just do a twist out. We'll see. But the second reason that I want to go to the dermatologist is because in like around my birthday in like 2023, so almost 2 years ago, it hasn't been a full 2 years, but I came back to Charlotte, as y'all know, because this was like a few months before I moved back to Charlotte in 2023. But I came up here for Brittany's baby shower and also to celebrate my birthday. And while I was here, I went to go get my hair done because it was time for a trim. And then I also got my color redone at that time. My beautician had pointed out a spot in like kind of like the crown of my head. It wasn't like bald, but like it was thin. And so ever since she pointed that out, I had just been keeping an eye on it. And then I just actually like really started looking at my scalp, and I was like, I think I'm like, aside from that little spot, I'm starting to experience a little bit of thinning. And so for the past like almost 2 years, I've been keeping an eye on it. Y'all know I started taking Nutrafol. I feel like that has helped my hair grow in addition to me like taking it, but I don't know if I would say it's doing anything necessarily for the thinning per se, but I don't necessarily feel like it's gotten worse. I feel like it's kind of been the same. Y'all don't notice it, but I notice that it's there. And so I wanted to go to a dermatologist because I obviously know hair loss, hair thinning, alopecia, but there's different types of alopecia, and I wanted to know what kind it was and to try and get it. I should have went a long time ago, but then I went almost a year without having health insurance, so I was not paying out of pocket to go to the dermatologist. I was like, it's gonna have to wait until I become employed again, and like that needs to be one of the first like doctor's appointments that I made. And so I made it a priority. And so I went to the dermatologist on Thursday, and yeah, it is alopecia, but it's traction alopecia, and it's probably either from putting my hair in like a tight bun or whatever, which is why when I had noticed that spot, I stopped doing like my slick back buns as much. Because sometimes when I wear my natural hair out, sometimes I don't feel like doing a twist out, and so I would just slick it back, and I'd be making that thing tight so it could be sleek. I tried to minimize doing those ever since my beautician had pointed that spot out, because I was like, that could be a contributing factor. Braids can obviously be a contributing factor if you're someone that gets relaxers, but I haven't had a relaxer slash perm, but technically what black people get is relaxers. I haven't gotten one in like a decade, so it's not that, especially because my hair was fine prior to this happening. If you are someone that chemically like processes your hair, aside from relaxers, like you get color, especially like bleaching, being blonde, that can also contribute to it, which I started thinking about more recently before I even went to my dermatologist appointment, because I've been increasing like the lightness of my hair within like the past few years, and I was like, that could be a contributing factor. And so that's why like the last time I got my hair colored, like double processed, was last year around my birthday, and then I got my roots touched up in like June when I went and got a trim. But the last time I got a trim, which was the end of November, I did not get my hair recolored just because I felt like it didn't really need it. But also I started thinking about, I think I just want to grow my color out and possibly transition back to just my natural hair color, because I was really starting to think about like, what am I doing in terms of like styling and doing my hair that could possibly be causing this. And so then when I had that conversation with her and she was saying all these different things, I was like, makes sense. She said getting braids is fine. It's just if you do them. And the other thing too is I also have fine hair. And so you also have to be careful with doing certain styles and stuff on your hair when your hair is also fine. It's like prone to like popping and breaking. But I've always had fine hair. That is not a new thing. So she was saying braids is fine, especially like talking about like getting like box braids, knotless braids, but making sure that they're a little bit bigger. But I personally have a preference for small knotless braids, but that's also why I prefer to do braids on myself now, because I can control how tight it is, and I be making sure that they're secure but not tight, because I don't want to irritate my hair. But the other thing is the length of your braids, and I also love my braids to be very long. And so yeah, I just don't think I'm probably gonna do braids for a while. I don't know. We'll see. It's just, I like my braids a certain way. So we're probably gonna stay away from braids for a little minute. She said obviously like wigs, weaves is fine. Sewing them down is better than gluing that
I don't wear wigs anymore. I have an elastic band sewn. I sewed one into all of my wigs now, but I don't wear them as much just because, one, sometimes it gives me a headache, like the elastic band combined like with wearing my glasses for whatever, like it gives me a headache. The other thing is I think wigs look better when they're glued down. Obviously you can also sew them to make sure they're extra secure, but I do think that a glue down wig looks better than a glueless wig. I'm so sorry. But I don't like to use adhesives on my hair or on my skin because it breaks my skin out. Will break my forehead out. Actual wig glue will break my hair out. So it has been a wrap for wigs for a really long time. She says sew-ins are fine. It's just about making sure like the braids are not too tight. Also putting a net on top of the braids, like obviously before you get sew-ins. Well, I'm saying obviously some beauticians don't do that, but every time I've gotten a sew-in, they always put a net over the braids because it helps protect your hair. And so yeah, so anyways, I have some traction alopecia, which is annoying, but they're doing steroid shots in my head. Yes, it's a little uncomfortable and it hurts when you get it done, but I've had tattoos before and I feel like if I can sit through a vibrating needle tattooing permanent ink into my body, I can get through them putting like an injection in my head. It's really fine. The pain is really, it's bearable. So I got steroid injections in my scalp, in my crown, and I have to go back for the next 3 months. So to go get that done, and basically the steroid shot is to basically calm down the inflammation in your scalp and allow like your hair follicles to grow. That's what it's for. She said like around like the 3-month mark is when we should hopefully start seeing something. If that doesn't work, then we'll talk about other options, but she didn't point out that there was like any scarring or anything, because I do know from doing my own research that once your alopecia gets to that point, that means that there is like no more hair follicles there, like it's dead. So like it's not growing back. So yeah, I've just been keeping an eye on it for these almost like 2 years, and I'm glad that I finally decided to go so that, one, I know what it is, and two, we can start figuring out like how to treat it, but then I also on my end can know like what to do differently in terms of styling my hair. I think that's also why I am, aside from being lazy and I just don't feel like blow drying and straightening my hair today or splitting it up and doing it tomorrow. I just don't feel like doing that. I think the other thing is, in an effort to like take even better care of my hair, maybe I already only straighten my hair every other weeks or every 2 weeks because I don't want to use a flat iron as much. I will do Bantu knots now, like a big one, and not like in the crown, like right here, or I'll part it down the middle, do one here, or I'll do my flexi rods at night, not make them too tight because then it'll give me a headache and it'll pull on my hair. This way my hair will have body and I can get my silk press to last for the 2 weeks, especially since I started working out again. So it just helps so I don't have to apply heat on my hair, whether it's a Dyson flat iron. I don't have to apply it to my hair because I'm finding other ways of being able to curl my hair without using heat. But sometimes I think I am going to give my hair a break from straightening it every 2 weeks and like do mini twists, because I've done mini twists before and I will moisturize them every day or every other day, and I've had them last for like 2-3 weeks, and then I'll take them out. The only thing is, when I take it out, sometimes I will wear out the twist out, which it looks great, but my hair is very fine. And it is very prone to fairy knots, and so I feel like when I do wear it out, I need to find a better way to like moisturize my hair when it's out so that does not happen, because I always detangle my hair. But I feel like especially when I would wear my hair in like a twist out or a wash and go, my hair is extremely prone. Again, it's also very fine. It's extremely prone to getting fairy knots. So I think I'm just gonna leave my hair in the twist for the 2 weeks and moisturize it like I've done previously when I've done my little mini twists, and I actually love the way that they came out. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that for the 2 weeks, and then I'll take them out the day before I get my hair done. This way the next day it's not gonna really fully have time to twist up on itself because it's finna get washed. So yeah, now we know what the issue is. Glad I went to the dermatologist. I just wanted to, like, you know, tell y'all about it. I feel like hair is something that's like really important, like, to Black people, especially like Black women. I think it's like a cultural, it's like, I just think it's a cultural thing. I think it's just very important to us. And yeah, I'm just trying to make sure I continue to keep my hair and my scalp healthy. Yeah, I love my hair and I am attached to it. I'm not afraid to admit that, like, it is what it is. I know I'm not the only Black woman that is attached to their hair. Yeah, I think it's just a part of who we are and being Black, and I think there's just a lot of things that come with that. But yeah, I just want to share that in case anybody's going through a similar thing. So yeah, anyways, today, like I said, Saturday, I'm about to go eat breakfast. My dad made some pancakes this morning, so I'm gonna have probably 2 pancakes, maybe 3. I'm gonna make some turkey bacon, and yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna eat, and then when he gets back, I'm gonna wash my hair because I'll have the shampoo. Oh, by the way, she said, I'll put the name of the shampoo on the screen. She said that I can use it every 2 weeks, since that's how often I wash my hair. She also said my schedule for how often I wash my hair is fine. Also, I am Black. I did go to an ethnic woman. She's not Black, she's Hispanic, but like, she has curly hair. She understands. I'm natural. I first of all don't have the patience to do my hair every week. I don't know how I was doing that before I became a straight hair natural. I used to just be natural and do twist outs, Marley twists, wash and goes, leave my twist in, so mini twists, whatever. I always used to wear my hair basically in some sort of natural style or in its natural state. And under wigs, my hair was very, very healthy around that time. But I just enjoy being a straight hair natural. I just think it's just so much easier for me to like deal with my hair, honestly. And I feel like it's made my hair grow a lot. Anyways, I said all that to say, like, there's nothing wrong with washing your hair once a week. I just, one, don't have the patience for it. And two, I just don't want to do it. I just like doing my hair every 2 weeks because since I use heat, I don't want to use it on a weekly basis. But also just as a Black person in general, I can't be washing my hair every day. So it either has to be like a weekly thing or a bi-weekly thing, and I just prefer bi-weekly since I like to use heat. So yeah, she said that was fine. Use the shampoo every 2 weeks for, I think she said, the next few months, and then I can move to using it like once a month and then like as needed. But yeah, so we're gonna wash our hair, do our mini twist. I know it's not going to be as defined in the front because that is where I have heat damage. So, but I've dealt with that before and I can always make it work. So it really isn't that big of a deal to me. So yeah, that's the plans for today. Y'all probably are not getting a vlog this upcoming Tuesday. I just feel like there's been a lot going on. After Danielle and Sherb left and I had closed out that previous vlog, I meant to start a new vlog, but I just didn't feel like it. There's a lot of things going on right now that I don't really want to talk about with y'all at the moment. And so I just was not in the right like mood or like headspace to like vlog until today. So I know that this is not going up on my normal Tuesday drop date. So it will when y'all eventually see this, but like what I'm saying is I should be putting up a vlog on the 28th of January. This is probably not going to go up until like February 4th. But anyways, we will chat either when my hair is done or when I feel like I have something important to talk to you guys about. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat. I've been doing a lot of rambling. Y'all know I can talk. Yep, yep, yep. So we'll talk later. Hello, you guys. I just wanted to come on camera real quick and show you my hair. So I did my hair yesterday. I just have like the front half of it in like a little bun up here. I might actually take it out and like take a little bit more hair and like do a claw clip. But yeah, I braided the front of my hair and then the ends of it are curly, and then I twisted the back of my hair. So I just refreshed them this morning because obviously I slept on them. So I just sprayed some water and conditioner on them. And yeah, I feel like my hair has come a long way since like the last time I actually did mini twists. Like, we did cut off a lot of heat damage, so that's great because my hair cooperated the way I needed it to. Love the way it came out. Sharabia now wants me to do her hair like this for the trip that we have coming up. So yeah, I actually was inspired by Lex because her braids and her twists always look like really good, and so it inspired me to do my hair. Oh, that's my color. It inspired me to do my hair this way, and now I don't have to do my hair until, or I don't have to do my hair. I don't know why I had that long pause. I don't have to do my hair for the next 2 weeks. So the twist will get taken out before my hair appointment. So yeah. But yes, very happy with how my hair came out. I'm gonna go make some breakfast, and then I think I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I'm not gonna film me making breakfast because my camera is dying, but I'm probably gonna go to the grocery store. I think I'm gonna buy the ingredients for chili because I didn't know what I wanted to make this week. I was thinking about like making chicken and rice, but I was like, I don't really want that. And I just feel like, especially when it's cold outside, I feel like chili is always a great meal. And also everything is just made in like one pot, so I feel like it's just very simple. I don't have to think about what I'm gonna eat for the week. Has protein, has fiber because of the beans, and so I just feel like it's a really good meal prep option. Also, my skin is looking a bit better today, praise God. So yeah, that's what I'm probably gonna go to Publix for, and I'll make that later. May or may not make cornbread. I might omit the cornbread and just do the chili. What else? Oh, I think I'm gonna get some salad kits when I'm at Publix as well, so I can have that for lunch during the week. This way I don't have to think about that at all. So yeah, I just want to check in, show y'all my hair. It's giving real ethnic. And yeah, we will check in later. Good morning, beautiful people. Happy Saturday. I know I haven't spoken to y'all in a few days. They have been working me to the bone at work. So yeah, and also nothing was really like going on this week. I just took a shower. I just refreshed my hair. Excuse me. Ooh, I don't do it every day, but I do it majority of the week whenever I would have my hair in mini twists, which I think these came out so much better than the last time that I did my mini twist. But I just take some leave-in conditioner and water in a spray bottle, and that's what I use to like refresh my hair. My hair is obviously naturally curly, so if you wet it, it's gonna curl up. It already had curls, but some of the ones that are like a tiny bit looser in the front, they just need a little refresher. So I just sprayed the water and leave-in conditioner on my whole head. Sometimes I will then go in with my TGIN, I think that's the brand, Rose Water Mousse. It's like a curl defining mousse. That's what I like to use on my twist outs, I feel like, or my mini twist, because I feel like it makes them like really juicy and plump and everything. So sometimes I put that on after, but I did that the other day, so that's why I didn't use it today. Just water and conditioner. So yeah, refresh my twists. They look good. Typically I've been like putting them up in a claw clip, but because I just like wet them, I wanted them to like dry before I do that. But in 2 ways, happy Saturday. I'm doing laundry right now because I done let my hamper pile up, so we got to do laundry. It's a chill weekend because my hair is done. I'm not taking these out until like Friday night because I'm getting my hair done next Saturday because I need a trim. It's time. And then yeah, it's gonna be a chill day. I feel like I've been very tired this week. That's also like part of that is because I've been staying up late because I've had issues like going to sleep this week. I don't know why, but I've been staying up a little late, so that's also part of the reason why I'm tired. But yeah, nothing really going on this week. Oh, it's February 1st, so happy Black History Month to my niggas. Happy Black History Month. fellow black people. If you're not black, obviously you're still welcome here, but happy Black History Month to my people. We see each other. So yeah, and if the orange man decides to take this month away, I don't give a fuck what they trying to do. February is always gonna be Black History Month around this bitch. So happy Black History Month. But yeah, it's February 1st. We have concluded our no spend January, and I would like to say shout out to Danielle for planting the seed. She always does like in the month of January, she stops drinking Coke for the whole month. So I know that she's gonna be real happy to have her Coke today. But I don't know if she always does no spend January, but I know that this year that she wanted to do no spend January, Sherb decided to participate. And initially I wasn't gonna participate, but then I was like, you really don't need to be spending no money for real anyways, and this will be a good like discipline exercise. And it was. And so low key, I'm finna have a no spend year. Outside of like bills, groceries, that is like already budgeted and accounted for, and like trips I have planned. Outside of that, I'm trying to not I'm not trying to, let's use a different word since I can't pronounce that. I'm trying not to recklessly spend my money. And so yeah, no spend January is over, but like I said, I'm finna have a no spend year. But since it is February 1st, I'm taking my ass to Cabo later because I've gone a whole month without having it. So I will be getting Cabo later, but instead of getting it every week, we're just gonna get it every 2 weeks. So yeah. Also, in addition to me still doing my workouts, which I'm very proud of myself, I only worked out twice this week though, instead of 3. I was supposed to do my 3rd workout yesterday after work. I was just like really tired and really drained and I could not be bothered, but I had to at least do 2 workouts during the week and I did that. But I bought a walking pad last night, technically midnight this morning, so I didn't break my no spend January. Because I've been eyeing one for like a minute because I have I don't know why I wanted to say walking desk, a stand-up type of desk. Y'all know what I'm talking about. My brain, for whatever reason, not working right now. And I be using the feature to lift the desk up so I can stand and do some work, but you know what would be better? If I could do some work while I'm also walking on a walking pad so I can get my steps in, especially because it's been fucking cold. Well, this week, now it wants to be in the 60s and 70s, so I guess spring is coming early. However, I don't really take walks during my lunch break or like during the week because I don't know. I just feel like in case I need to do something or whatever, I would just rather be in the house like near my desk. So I would just rather have a walking pad and I can take my like regular walks like after work or when the sun decides to stay out longer or on the weekend. So I bought a walking pad and I'm very excited to incorporate that into my little routine of like getting more movement in. I've been trying to be more mindful of what I'm eating. I was thinking about going grocery shopping today, but I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow because I really need to sit and think about like what I actually want to meal prep. So I don't want to just like aimlessly like go to the grocery store and be buying whatever. I would rather really figure out what I want to eat or what I'm in the mood for and then just go buy the stuff for that. So today is just gonna be real chill, doing laundry, putting that stuff away, relaxing, starting to edit this vlog. Yeah, this is gonna be a very chatty vlog because I have something to talk about y'all, something to talk to y'all about too later. I just want to go make my breakfast first. We'll come back on later and talk. We have some, or not some, we have one little life update slash goal that I'm in the process of accomplishing. So yeah.
Cowboy, Aspen vacates, 2 bad ones in a hot tub. Oh yeah, yeah. I used to be a thug, I really used to love. She said I used to have a part I used to be in love. I used to really love. You never hesitate to hit me for a good turn. You never hesitate to hit me for a good turn.
All right, we are back. I ate breakfast. Y'all saw I made turkey bacon, scrambled eggs, excuse me, buttered toast, had some strawberries. I cut up the rest of the strawberries and put them in a jar so I can have them for the week. I'm filming. I'm gonna open it when I'm done. Yeah, I cut up the strawberries so I can have them for the week. And then I also made myself a coffee, but y'all seen me make coffee like 5 million times. So this is just the one time that I happened to not record it. I really do like the way my hair came out. My curls are popping. My hair's completely dry now, so it might go in a claw clip later. But anyways, the thing that I wanted to talk to y'all about that I said was like a little like kind of mini update, me accomplishing one of my goals that I set out for this year. I'm pretty sure I talked about this in my first vlog of the year, but I was saying how like this is the year that I really wanted to start going to therapy because I've been saying it for years and I have talked about it to my friends, and I think maybe some of them were probably like, yeah, she's never gonna go. And it was never a I was never gonna go type of thing. It was just more of a when was the time right for me to go, and when did I personally feel ready. Not that I feel like you're ever ready for a lot of things in life, but I just feel like you have to do it. And I just feel like there's been a lot going on the past few years, especially like the past 2, 3. So I felt like, yeah, it's time. And I knew that when I got a new job, yes, I could pay for therapy out of pocket. My preference is to not have to do that. Like if I could find a therapist that I like, that my insurance is willing to cover either at 100% or majority, and I only have to pay a little bit out of pocket, that was my preference. And so I found a therapist. I like her so far. My insurance does cover her. I have a copay, but I would rather pay my little copay than pay the full price for what I know a session costs. But like I said, if I didn't find one that I liked, and we're still early, so you never know. But right now, I like her, feel very comfortable. Doesn't happen very often with people in general, so we'll see. But yeah, if I had to pay out of pocket, I would have ended up just working it into my budget and just pay out of pocket for it. It's fine. But luckily, the therapist that I'm seeing is covered by my insurance, so I only have to pay a copay. And I'm doing it virtually, not because I'm necessarily opposed to like going in person, but I don't know. Something said that let's try virtual and see what happens. She is based in Charlotte though, but she also does virtual sessions as well. I started my first therapy session on Monday, and I did my consultation, I want to say like early January. Yeah, because it was after New Year's. So I did my consultation in January, and by the end of that session, like we had a discussion about whether or not we felt like we were a good fit for each other. We did feel like we were a good fit, so I just went ahead and scheduled my first session at that time. And so my first session was on Monday. Right now I think I'm gonna do weekly and then eventually move to like every 2 weeks, but for now I think it would be better for me to do weekly. So yeah, I started therapy. I feel like it was a good first session, and I can't wait to dive into things some more. But like I think I said like this is the year that I like really have to go, is because, and I said this in my therapy session, I feel like I've been in a transitionary period for like a very, very long time. I don't really feel like I've felt like stable or like settled within like the past, we're in 2025, within the past like 5-6 years, but especially the last like 3 to 4, because like went to school, came home, took 2 years off because I already knew I was going to go back to school. I just needed a little break because I was frankly like very like burnt out. Like I needed a break. So graduated, moved back home, worked for 2 years, went to grad school, worked while I was in grad school, got a job like a month or so after graduation, was working that job remotely. Y'all know I was supposed to move to Vermont, never ended up moving, ended up moving to Minneapolis because I got a job there. And when I moved there, I was actually very excited about that move. I loved my apartment there. I do miss it a little bit. I like low-key my apartment in Charlotte more just because it felt more homey, but I miss my floor-to-ceiling windows from my Minneapolis apartment. But anyways, I was very excited about that move, was very happy, all the things. And even though I knew that wasn't somewhere where I saw myself like settling down long term, I was planning on staying there for like at least like 2 to 3 years. And so I was like, great, we're finally gonna get to a place where I feel like stable and like all of these other things. And then that's just not what ended up happening because y'all know a year later, I ended up moving right on back to North Carolina because like I just cannot do it. And then, you know, I moved into my apartment in Charlotte. Then I lost my job last January. Yeah, last January. I moved out of my apartment last August and then moved back home, and I've been here ever since, although now we are employed again. I don't have any intentions on moving out like anytime soon. I don't have a timeline. Well, I do a little bit in my head, but I'm not like, it's not rigid. Like if it takes longer or less time for me to get my life together and do what I want to do or whatever, like so be it. I'm not tied to the timeline. I have an idea of how long I want to be here, but I'm not tied to it, if that makes sense. And luckily I don't have parents that are like, yeah, you gotta go. They actually really don't care. Like if I want to be here, as long as I want to be here until I get my own like house, I can do that. And me and my dad have had that conversation. It's actually his preference is for me to just like stay here, save money, stack it up, go get myself a little townhome or like a ranch style single level home like this one that my parents ended up buying after we downsized from my second childhood home, which was a 2-story house. But yeah, so now that I am back here and I've been here for like a while now, obviously I know this is not where I'm going to stay, so I still feel like I'm in a state of transition, if that makes sense, but also like I feel more stable now than I did like last year or when I was in Minneapolis. And I think a lot of things play into like whether or not I feel stable. I'm not even like solely talking about like money. I just mean like having like stability and like calmness and like having what I feel like I need to have around me essentially to feel like stable and supported. Does that like make sense? Yeah, honestly, I think that me having to move back home like forces me to like really like sit down, get my shit together and build like the life that I want to live. But also I get to be around my parents, I get to be around my friends because I'm not that far from Charlotte. So while again I know that this is not where I am going to like permanently be, I feel more of a sense of stability compared to like before. I don't know if I'm making sense or if like I'm conveying what I'm trying to say in like the best way, but all in all, I've been feeling like I've been in a transitionary like period for like years. And this is probably the most stable-ish that I have felt in like a while, even though there's other things going on that I don't fully want to talk about on camera right now, maybe at a different time. There's other things going on that still makes it feel like a transitionary period. There's just been I've had to make like a lot of different like adjustments essentially to different environments and situations and things that are happening for the past like few years. And I think that that has been a lot, especially like the past 3 to 4. So yeah. So I feel like I need to talk about my feelings like around that. And then there's other stuff going on that I need to talk about in therapy as well, instead of holding all those feelings in. And then I need to address like some trauma that I have around my feelings about adoption and all of this other stuff, which we will not delve into on here. Not yet anyways. Yeah, so I had my first therapy session. My next one is on Friday of this week. So I have a little homework assignment that I gotta do before my therapy session. But yeah, that is like really where we are at. So I'm very proud of myself for actually pushing myself to like look for different therapists, see what I feel like would align with me, scheduling consultation calls, and going from there, because I would always get overwhelmed at the find a therapist stage, which is why I would stop. And then I'm just like, I'll worry about it like later. So I'm actually proud of myself for following through on one of my goals so far for 2025. So yeah, more to come. I'll let y'all know how my therapy journey is going and how unpacking all this stuff and talking about my feelings, also learning to regulate my emotions better and all that other stuff, I will share how that's going with you guys. But I just wanted to tell y'all about that in case, you know, anybody is in therapy or wants to start therapy and maybe you're a little nervous, like I was very nervous, just go talk to the lady. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you, although, you know, some people, we have diagnoses or things that we're diagnosed with, and that's fine. I think it's good to go talk to a neutral third party, if you will, about things going on in your life. I think everybody needs to go to therapy, to be honest. That's what I want to talk to you guys about. I've got nothing to ramble about for now. So we're gonna we're gonna end our little FaceTime call. And I am gonna start editing this video. I'm putting away clothes. If I decide to go grocery shopping tomorrow, again, I need to figure out what I want to eat this upcoming week, maybe the next 2 weeks for real. But I'm gonna figure that out so that we can go grocery shopping. It's mainly to like buy meats because I can just build meals around that. And I'm really like, I think I mentioned this before, really trying to like up my protein intake. So yeah, if we go grocery shopping tomorrow, I will make sure to take y'all with me because I didn't take y'all last time when I went grocery shopping. I think I got a few clips on my DJI. I got to double check, but not a lot. So I will make sure, oh, excuse me, to take y'all with me should I go grocery shopping again tomorrow. But yes, enough of my rambling for right now. We will chat later.
Try to come to my place, turn around, it's no fun.
beautiful people, we are back. So it's actually a few hours later, but I went to the grocery store. I think I got back by like 2 or before 2, put all this stuff away, and I've been on the phone with Sherb, and I've been editing a video, or this vlog that y'all are watching. So yeah, but I have a lot of footage. I did a lot of yapping, so I just wanted to come on camera to close the vlog. Before I close the vlog, y'all, so the past few nights I've been going to bed late. I don't know. I gotta get it together because I can't be going to bed late and then I'd be waking up tired for work. But yesterday I tried to go to sleep and I just could not go to sleep. I had insomnia for whatever reason. So I was up late yesterday. But you know why that was a good thing and why that worked out in my favor? Although I would have found out this morning technically, but I got to see it when it happened while everyone else was asleep. Beyonce's going on tour, bitch. And when she told us that she was gonna have an announcement, even though she postponed it because of the fires and everything that was going on in LA, I had a very, very strong suspicion that it was going to be a tour. My pocket did not want it to be a tour. I would have preferred, you know, another album, whatever. But I was like, it just doesn't give that she's gonna release another album right now. I know she has another act up her sleeve, but I feel like she's gonna tour this album. And then I feel like when she did the Super Bowl, that kind of solidified it for me that if she was gonna give us an announcement that it was gonna be a tour. And then when she announced that she had something coming, I was like, it's gonna be a tour. And everybody tried to keep saying like, no, it's new music, it's this, it's that. That sounds all fine and dandy, but like, I think she wants to tour every act for this trilogy. And so last night, her Netflix, they announced the Cowboy Carter tour, because to the end of the Beyonce Ball on Netflix, they added a little section for the announcement. And I was like, what are y'all talking about? Because I saw it on Twitter, and then I opened up Instagram and she posted like that Cowboy Carter tour is happening. And I feel like that bitch is gonna drop them tickets this week. I don't care what I have to do. I will be in the building. I'm not playing around. I'm trying to see her. I'm trying to look at her in the eyes. I'm trying to be real close to her, just like I was during Renaissance World Tour. If you did not get to go, I've seen Beyonce like what, 4 times now. If you did not get to go to Renaissance World Tour and you regretted that decision, you need to try to go to Cowboy Carter, because again, like I said, I've seen her 4 times. I went to Renaissance twice. I feel like that was the best concert of my entire life. I really, really do. And I'm kind of glad that I saw it twice, because I think I dissociated the first time when I saw her in Charlotte, and then when I saw her in Vegas for which is the original show that we booked for. We booked the Charlotte one literally last minute, same day, a few hours before we went. But Vegas was the original date that we chose. And so I feel like I was still overwhelmed because we had better seats. We were in Club Renaissance. We were in like the 100 section when we went in Charlotte, but we were in Club Renaissance for Vegas. And I think I was a little overwhelmed, but like, because I had already seen the show, I wasn't dissociating as much and as overwhelmed. But yeah, if you didn't get to see Renaissance World Tour, try and get you some tickets to Cowboy Carter. However, if you were hating on Cowboy Carter, didn't get the vision, don't listen to the album, blah, 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 you don't need to be there, because it's already bad enough. We all be fighting for our lives in Ticketmaster. You don't need to be there. We, the real fans, the ones who liked it from the beginning, us, we need to be there. We need to be there. So yeah, Beyonce's going on tour, bitch. I'm finna be in the building. I don't care. Also, the world is going to shit. So I need something personally to look forward to. I do. So yeah, very excited about that. I'm getting those tickets, bitch. I don't care. I have to go. So yeah, that's that. Anyways, I really do have to finish editing. It's just this last clip. I gotta test a song to make sure it's not gonna get copyrighted, and then we should be good to go, because I did most of the editing yesterday and I just did some before I hopped on the camera. So we gotta edit this last little clip. I'll test the song, make sure the video is good to go, make the thumbnail, and it will be up for y'all. So y'all will obviously be watching it on Tuesday, February 4th, right? Today is the 2nd, yeah, on the 4th. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I know I did a lot of yapping, but still, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I love you guys oh so much, and I will see you beautiful people in the next video. Bye y'all. How does it feel to be you?